Hold on. That's the I generally think the statement God gives his toughest battle to the toughest soldiers, excuse me, is an understatement. Oh my God. Okay. I fucking hate being paranoid. And I mean, I'm grateful I'm getting this help. But this person's house literally is four floors. Like it does creep me out at times. And I'm like, I get that, you know, help is help, you know, I appreciate it, but I need to take my hydrox. No, I'm not fucking hydroxing. God forbid. It's what you call it. Propanol or whatever the fucking thing is. But that's like, honestly, I have to call Dr. Look back. So I don't even know where my other eyelash might have dropped to. But I'm at the stage now where it's like a lot of shit is getting weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder and weirder every time. And it's like, it's been like that since I moved back home. Okay? Shit's been getting weirder and weirder and weirder. Every time I lock back into my music and artistry, I get to see more demons firsthand. First, I get a first class ticket to the Devil's Demon Den. Seriously. Every fucking time. Every fucking time. So, today, it's just a lot of fucking work. I am drained. I'm supposed to do a number of things. And it's like, I am grateful. Don't get it twisted. I'm grateful I do have a support system. I just wasn't expecting to have a support system. And that's like blowing me because it's like, you really never know what anybody else is going through. That's rich, that's poor, that's ugly, that's pretty, that's skinny, that's black, that's fat, that's thin, that's a model, that's one that's not so model looking, one that's nerdy, one that looks like they have their shit together, ones that don't look like they have their shit together. You don't never know what anybody is fucking going through. So everything happens for a reason. And I'm sick of it. And it's like, I'm I'm not even just saying it to say I'm sick of it. Like, physically, I am sick of it. Like, everything, every interaction literally feels like an illness. If that makes sense, that I have to deal with other people. I just feel like the craziest shit that's happened to me, right? This all started with that job incident. Once I started realizing I started taking on people's troubles by touching them, I'm like, shit's getting weird. And not to say it in a bad thing, but I remember one of my coworkers, I'm not going to say that, and 18-year-olds are getting their finger cut off in the middle of nowhere, and nobody's being held responsible. I remember it was two individuals the last day that I was working before I was put on paid leave. One of these individuals, no names, she had health complications regarding seizures. Another one, he had another one regarding some learning disabilities. I remember the last day that I worked there, I hugged the both of them. And the girl that had the seizure-like episodes, right? She's been having that. She's been managing to work with it, but she can't look at certain lights that are flashing at her because it will trigger her. I'm not saying I did what I did to myself, but I just thought it was crazy weird how when I made physical contact, not to say that this person is a bad person, I know they're a good person. I made physical contact. I believe I hugged her and I shook her hand. A few days after that, because that was the day, my first day being back at work, right? It was a Monday. My first day being back at work after questioning why I got that write up regarding data integrity, and nobody brought those papers to the forefront for me to see what data was compromised or integrity was being investigated. It was just one white person's word against mine, and they went with that. Person doesn't even have proper qualifications or the skill set or experience to be in the position that they're in. But they mainly got it because they were white and they showed up and they lasted longest at this employment, considering they have a high turnaround. But in regards to the woman, I hugged her. Nothing wrong with her. I don't have a problem with her. I did know I was a little bit more protective of this lady because she did struggle with health complications. I hugged her. Yeah.
What time is your appointment again? I was confused because it said 3 at 5:45.
No, she gets off till 5:45.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, so your appointment's not till 5:45.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be long gone by then.
Where's your cat? And where you? Well, no, don't say anything. I was on live. I'm gonna mute it, and then you can talk to me. Okay. I think I should do that. Avoid being depressed. What you looking at, kitty cat? You're a cute cat, but you got some attitude. Meow. Meow. That's you. Meow. Meow. Yay! Don't be trying to sneak up on me because what you did was really sneaky the other day. You came in the bedroom, you was locked in the bedroom for 3 hours. You didn't want to say hi. Don't be sneaky. Kitty, you look like a little snowball, but you're so protective of yourself right now. Whenever you're ready to say hi, you can come here. You want to stare? Hey, my Chinese zodiac sign is a cat. I'm not scared of cats. Let me stop playing with this cat so she come and jump up. Okay. Oh, you don't like other people hissing and meowing at you, but you can hiss and meow at everybody else. Lovely. Lovely. She's so bad. I don't trust. I mean, you know what? You could come here whenever you're ready to get yourself together. How about that? Because I'm not in the mood to make you feel the way you're feeling right now. My stomach hurts so bad. I just want to throw up. Yay! 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 Okay, don't be coming here with your Spider-Man behavior and flying over stuff. Yay! And your cat food smells like fish. Okay. But everything smells disgusting. Disgusting. It smells like not the house, but like anything that's supposed to be absent. What's the word? Anything that's supposed to be appeasing or appetizing smells so gross. It smells like death. Okay. I gotta really punch in. I don't know how this woman does it, but I can't make excuses because we women work wonders. Wonder Woman Willa May. That should be my Captain instead of Captain Save-A-Ho. Wonder Woman Willa May. Because how do you get it done, right? That's really what it all boils down to. Let me see. I'm not in the stand, but I need to take a walk and get some. Okay. Kitty. Yeah. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah. Well, you're gonna be lonely just like me until you learn how to get along with me. So figure it out. Yeah, you can cry about it all you want. I didn't do nothing to you. You want to be all up in my vicinity, but you want to be abusing me. Stop playing with me. I don't care if you're a cat and 20 pounds. Know yourself. You want to be mean to people, but then you want to be friends. I don't get it. Oh, yeah, you need to stop. Thank you. Yes, behave. Now, you can come in here if you want to, but you have to behave. Come here, because you're a big baby. Come here. Chill. Come here, Mama. Yeah, you need to behave. Come on. Come on. You need to behave. This is the whole point. You gotta trust. You're so tiny but mighty. Yeah. Hey. Oh yeah, you don't want to come in here because you know you're about to get put in a position where you have to be nice. Man, move. Can y'all see the cat? Kitty! No, this bathroom is really elevated. Come here. Kitty! Yeah. How's Miss Robin deal with you? She's so sad. Okay. You gotta make a decision. You come play with the ribbon or you gonna leave me alone? Which one you gonna do? Oh, you want the ribbon, but you don't want me to leave it. Stop playing with me. Which one you want? Exactly. You don't want to come in here because you know you gotta be in here. Yeah. Yeah, see that? Chelsea, take this niggery. Come here. Yeah. Get out of here. She's something else. She's so bad. Get her out of here. She was like attention. Fuck. Honestly, I'm surprised this iPad be on because I bought this thing thinking that was gonna help me, but iPad, it's just a bigger version of a phone essentially. So, all my devices are gonna be crumbled pieces of glass if I don't really take care of my stuff. So, you know what? She's obsessed with me, but she don't want to come say hi. Oh, she don't like the bedazzle flat iron. Kitty? I don't know your name. I just know you're a feisty cat. It's annoying for a multitude of reasons. Oh, it did work. Okay. For a multitude of reasons. Okay. Well, she look good. Okay. It's gonna throw up. That's exactly how I feel. I wanna throw up. Oh, now you try to come in here. Huh? Yeah. Cats, there's something else. Hey. Meow. Yeah. 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 I guess she has to be trustworthy, so she stopped antagonizing me. What a cat. Gotta love it here. I think she's a baby. No wonder why. I'm about to say the last cat was. Oh, okay. I can't say I don't believe in angels because there's been a lot of people who've been speaking up. And I think because, hold on one second. And honestly, the more as I progress into my adulthood, the more I understand why 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐢 acts the way she acts. I think that I'm going through a lot with my to process anything, if that makes sense. And the weird, it's because every time I decide to redirect my energy towards the things that I want to do, things I've been doing over the last few years, something always gets in the way. So mind you, we're going to take a trip down memory lane of this year so far. January, I shot 3 music videos on the 17th. Okay? On the 17th. For 9 hours, I was shooting 2 of mine and 1 for my friend. We were supposed to reconnect once more to do the song GPS, the one that I performed in the purple lighting at the place called Green Room. Then he hits me up. It's like, man, I just checked myself into rehab not too long before I got hospitalized. He was there. So I was like, okay, I got to redirect my plan and still manage to keep the energy flowing and keep my stamina and my performance at a level where when I put to something together again visually in terms of musical arts, that it's locked and loaded and we're ready to go. So that's one thing where it's like, I was like, okay, because you're taking this step for you. And I know for a fact it was that important for him to take that step back because, for one, he had a moving company and he was saying he did injure himself. And then, to be fair, in my assessment of things, on set, he was smoking a lot and trying to calm his nerves because he did, alongside my people, he was the only one that showed up for his set. And it was a little bit disappointing considering it's like these things do require people to support you. But I did have my team. My friend wasn't heavily pregnant at the time, but typically she does support me behind the scenes for music videos. And I would either hire on freelancers as well, come up with a deal with them, be like, hey, I could pay you X amount. Here's a role. Do you think you can obtain this? And trust me, I'm not doing shit alone. God always provides the right people at the right time for me, even if I don't understand, comprehend it, what's going on. I think the Bible says it like a fuck ton of times. Sorry to the Christians. I'm a regular human being. I'm not saying I have Tourette's, but I'm gonna still exercise my freedom of speech to say how things I want to say. The Bible says multiple avenues. Do not be afraid. every time I've walked away from a situation, God has led me into something better, into people who can reflect and relate on a situation I was removing myself from out of faith. Because there's going to be so many people that you think have your back that won't, as you choose to live your life and your truth for yourself. Okay. I know I'm supposed to be an artist, a humanitarian. That is my truth. That's my life. I can die happily knowing that I called out employer for an happily, knowing that I called out an ex-boyfriend and ex-husband, people who all share similarities in common, which is drug abuse and substance abuse. I can die happily knowing that that energy is not going to eat me alive if I stay silent. I can die happily knowing that I got my chance to speak the truth, because it seems like everybody forms cults to cover up chaos. I don't do that. I don't care. I'm not saying I don't care about my supporters, but I don't care about convincing people of a perspective and experience that I've been through, that either one, they have yet to live that life experience to relate to, or for two, they don't care to educate themselves enough to make sure they're not put in a position or around people who put themselves in their position because they refuse to educate themselves on when to get help. My friend Jake, good boy, he's a great example of somebody I would love to keep in my life long term. He's been in, I think, 2 of my music videos. The music video he was in first was the Cut music video, which has the all red thumbnail. He was by the TV scene. And y'all need to stop calling him white boy. His name is Jake, or you call him good boy. I don't like that. That's one thing that low-key pisses me off. Like, if there's anything that could piss me off, if you see me around people and they're from a different race and place, ask them their name. The same way you would ask another Black person if you're around me their name, ask their name. Like, that's just one thing that low-key triggers me, because everybody has their identity. I feel like when you tell people, I don't know if it's me. I don't know, when you tell people, oh, this person's a white guy, all the negative stereotypes of colonizers get put on that person. And if I'm around that person, just know I at least would like to think I properly figure out somebody enough for you to respect them, to call them by their first name. Not, oh, white guy. You guys been doing that in the comments, and I don't like that, to be honest. And it happened recently when I was seeing my ex, and I told him, despite us falling out, I told him, you need to introduce yourself. Stop having people call you that. I don't like that. I don't like that. It just, yeah, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. The same way how I would feel somebody would call me a Black girl, and that's it, versus just describing me or even telling people my name. The way all this programming and negative propaganda with social media, and as well as these independent networks like Zeus and Love and Hip Hop and MTV and VH1 that promote Black women in a not positive way, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Y'all never promote the Black woman who actually want to do better for themselves. You only promote one or two things. You promote the angry Black woman that looks like an Aunt Jemima, or you promote the hood rat. You guys never really give the women who are educated, pretty, and sophisticated the proper platform for them to promote their personalities, promote their accomplishments, promote their drive, and to inspire others people to be like that. It goes one or two ways when it comes to promoting Black women. The hood rat and Black women. It's hard to ever accept when a Black woman is, one, conventionally attractive, smart, with brains and beauty, and can actually hold themselves in a civil manner. It's like, it's so hard to exist. Get over yourselves. Get over your own personal hatred. I don't like it. Baby, you're too beautiful to be on here complaining. You're so damn annoying. It's my shit. Do I come to your job and tell you? Do I come to your job and your business to tell you, oh, you're too handsome to be working? Does that sound normal? I think it's a valid question. Does that sound normal? Please. It don't. Okay, so I need to get myself together. Oh my fucking god. Okay. Can I be honest with y'all? I'm gonna cut this live after an hour. So you're funny. You're funny, Yvonne. Yvonne, is that what they call you? Yvonne? Yvonne? Leave me alone, Yvonne. Please, let me be great. So, and roughly, okay, I said an hour, but it's gonna be 32 minutes. I'm wrapping this shit up because I'm here experiencing high levels of betrayal, heartbreak, and disappointment. And the shit that's blowing me is like the woman that's helping me, right? I guess pretty privilege is a thing, but because she's she's not a pretty woman. The woman's beautiful at almost 50 years old. Yeah, you can't find that shit in the stores. That woman's beautiful. And she white. So let me do this. Let's do this. Okay, I got to find my clock app. Damn, those pricks hurt so bad. Oh my god, there was a guy looking at my feet yesterday as I was trying to handle stuff. He was like, you got some pretty feet. I'm like, not today. I'm going through hell. I'm on my last, okay? I'm on my last bar of sanity, okay? Not today. I know you didn't mean no harm, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. Like, this, oh my god. I think I gotta be more cautious of people touching me. Because what I was trying to explain at that last job is okay, I'm trying to stay on point. Spiritually, view this whole conversation from the lens spiritually. What I was trying to get at, the lady that was nice, you know, we're not too far in age. I'm 26, so she gotta be in that. She looked like a baby. I touched her, I hugged her multiple times. She's given me cinnamon rolls, and I try to give her I try to keep the energy balance between my connection with that coworker / colleague. And I knew she had epilepsy, and I hugged her. A few days later, I get hospitalized for hyperventilation, and it was like a seizure-like episode. And this gone April, I believe, I was at this event in the green room called Snapped Open Mic. I met a lady, not gonna disclose her name. First time meeting her through another female connection that I had through the man I was just seeing. I remember dancing with the first female connection that I knew that was mutual to my ex. And then she was with her as a friend that night. And I remember grabbing her arm there, but she was a little bit standoffish. Don't attack her. Just listen to what I have to say. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, bitch, I thought I could plan my life down to the T, and life just decides to take me to places I never think I would reach because I'm scared. Because I'm scared. Yeah, I will fucking say it. I am fucking scared. Okay? I am scared to step outside of my comfort zone because anxiety is so real. Okay? I am scared. And the Bible says, do not be afraid. I don't view the Bible as religious reasoning, but I view it as a good reminder that there's wisdom that still exists. Whether that people try to twist it for their own benefit or not, I still believe in the wisdom, no matter what life throws at me. Anyways, the lady I met at the green room, I felt like she was being standoffish, but my intentions was pure innocent when I was dancing and singing because I came with 2 other friends. Well, I came with one friend, another friend met me later. And it was a good song. It was Beyonce on top playing by the band, and it sounded so good. And I was dancing and singing and screaming, but this whole time I was low key in the middle of a conflict with the man I was just singing. So I grabbed her hand and I tried to dance, but she was like kind of paralyzed from me touching her. And I was like, oh, she wasn't receptive towards that. I don't think I should have done that. And yes, she was a white lady. So I didn't know how she was going to respond to that. And she was a little bit guarded. I've seen her at that event. I've seen her at another event. And then recently this week, the same day that I called the cops on my ex, she was at another event. And we actually got the opportunity to talk. I feel like I was rubbed wrong only because I felt like a little standoffish. But whole time, I'm pretty sure people feel that way about me. They feel like I'm a little bit standoffish because of the shit I fucking been through. And once we got the opportunity to talk, I was withholding extending myself to her. I was placing myself in the same proximity because I feel like one thing with me and people, I don't like to force myself onto people. I want it to be a natural, organic connection. If people are fighting against me and I didn't do shit to them, that shows that I could see past them and they don't want to see themselves for who they really are. That's one thing that I've experienced with people who don't gravitate towards me in a positive way, that don't know me. Okay? But with her, I was trying to read the energy of the interactions, trying to decipher was it going to be a positive direction to grow in. And I was learning some things about um, people and politics and religious identity. And it was a little bit challenging for me to hear certain things because I don't know the full context of everything, especially in regarding people's ethnicities and religion. So I didn't feel like it was appropriate for me to have a stance. But I asked this lady once. It was yesterday was Wednesday, so it was Tuesday night. I asked this lady. No, I lied. It was Monday night. It was Monday night. I asked this lady. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" We spoken via text. And when I saw her at the bar, I was like, I think I believe in angels because she was telling me the person that I was with was sending her threatening text messages and she did not feel safe. And he was attacking her verbally for her political stance on being Jewish. And I was discomforted because I don't have the information to have an input. Not to say I don't give a fuck, but it's to say I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And one thing I'm learning now, a lot of the white people that I'm connected with are Jewish. This is new to me. And the reason why I'm bringing it up and why the context is relevant, there's a multitude of people I look up to musically that speak on certain things are Jewish. They wouldn't participate in certain things because they're Jewish. And I don't know. It was just a little bit complicated for me to understand because I've learned recently you're either born ethnically Jewish and that's what leads to a religion, I think. And it was just a bit much for me to understand. All in all, the lady that I was talking to, the one that I grabbed to dance at Green Room with her hand, she was telling me she was standoffish because she had just left an abusive relationship and there was bruises on her arm. And this happened in April. And so I put 2 and 2 together. After I touched her, it was the same arm that she had bruises on. This gone Monday, my ex Alex, he twisted my arm so red and put bruises on my arm, trying to take a phone away from me. because I was recording him being abusive towards me. And the version of me he painted to his peers and the people in close proximity to him was, oh, I gave her the opportunity to stay with me in my shoebox studio, and she disrespects me. She's crazy. I don't know this girl from anywhere. You didn't know me, but you were cracking me raw every day. You didn't know me, but you wanted to know the people who I produced my music with. You didn't know me, but you wanted to know how much money I was making so I could put an input into the apartment you were staying in. You didn't know me, but every single idea that I had in terms of you bringing me in, you did not like it unless you ran it through your friends. You didn't know me though, okay? And your so-called male friends that are so aggressive towards me, Gage Smith and Cartier Lafayette, you are not to contact me because I will call the police on you. I don't care if you're gay or questionably straight, do not contact me. I'm not going to take any disrespect from any man, gay, straight, or questionably straight, coming at me sideways. Especially when I was in a relationship with this person that presented himself to be a protector. And clearly that was not the case. Okay? I don't know what person, when their friend gets arrested and wants to hand off a key, the first thing you do is go to his apartment to smoke versus going to go check on him. I don't know what friend does that to somebody. I don't know what friend constantly co-signs your friend getting high, drunk, and fucked up off of drugs. I don't know that. I don't know what friend as well who would manipulate your friend to get free studio time. I don't know what friend does that. You know, even though we weren't exclusively out there publicly in a relationship, not that any public relationship that isn't a marriage even fucking matters. You guys knew. You guys knew. I took this man serious and I liked him a lot. So you guys knew the version of Alex that you can control through drugs and alcohol and manipulating him through his musical abilities was you guys felt like you were losing him to me because I was telling him you got to be more stern, especially when you get blessed with certain opportunities to grow in your own path. You guys knew you were going to lose the fun version of the guy that you guys got to walk all over, and he started to walk all over me behind the scenes, threatening to throw me out in front of his friends, threatening me every single time on our first date that I wouldn't go get blackout drunk with him. I told him no. We already hung out. We already went to a couple bars. There's no point of going all around town drinking. I don't drink like that. So I say this to say this. The lady I'm staying with, after March 5th, right? I know the timeline is just so shrunk because this all has happened in the last couple 2-3 months, right? When I met her a week after I was hospitalized, because I remember being at home at my parents' house that I was renting out. I was struggling for my life on hydroxy. I was having PTSD symptoms. I couldn't even leave bed. I was blacking out. It was bad. I wouldn't even wish that level. I wouldn't even wish that level of turmoil on anybody. I just know it was bad. Okay? Any sudden sound like that. And mind you, the room that I had was in the basement, a little bit isolated from everything else. And it was so dark, so cold. Any sudden sound triggered the hell out of me. I remember once I was kicking it with my ex Alex, he took me to Ideal Diner and I convinced a few people to sign the petition for change.org, right, by Willa May. That's the petition. I remember not even a week, okay, after I got hospitalized, I met a lady there. We're wearing similar outfits. She's wearing a jean jacket, pretty Native American lady. She reminded me of one of my best friends in Oklahoma City. And I told her what the fuck was going on. She's like, well, this is not foreign to me. This is not foreign to me. The shit that was going on with the job, she's like, it's not foreign to me. It's happened. to me and other people as well, where when you get injured at a workplace or when people are harassing or antagonizing you at the workplace, and when you start to speak up, they make you seem like the villain or the bad person because it's cheaper for them to fire you versus fixing the problem through workers' comp or getting a lawsuit involved. Or they don't think I was going to get one, obviously, being the only Black person there. They didn't think I was going to get one. That was one. That's the second thing I was dealing with legally. It's like I already had a financial situation going on with my first lawyer, second lawyer with this harassment case. Now the third one with this whole order of protection stuff, and I'm like, so fucking drained. I'm drained. I am drained. I am drained. I am literally drained. It's like when everything hit the fan with Alex on Monday, I called my friend. She was there in less than 5 minutes to his apartment to help me move out because I've been talking to her throughout the whole time of everything that he was doing, threatening me, the drinking, the abuse. I was telling her the whole time. And she's like, this is not going to stop. And I refused to believe it. I thought I did. The version of him that I saw on Monday was not the version of him I dated when he was helping me leave an abusive family situation, cooking for me, having my back. That was not the version I saw. The other version, the abusive version, that's the one y'all can have. You guys can have your alcoholic friend, drugged out friend back. You guys can have your mentally unstable friend back. You can have him back. I don't want him. Hey. Hey. I don't even know the cat's name. What's yours? So, yeah. It's just me figuring out now because it's like he refused to put me on the lease because he's like, oh, I refuse for you to have control over my place, my cat, my friends. I invited you to my friend's baby shower. You didn't even bring a gift, but you stuck your face with all her freaking crab legs. My friend of 3 years, having her second kid. My friend. You didn't want to put me on. You didn't want me to put me. You didn't want to put me on the lease because your friends control your life. I don't associate with any of those people. And if I wanted to, I would have. Okay. So I'm gonna get cute, I suppose. I'm gonna try to meditate and sleep off the pain because I am sick or tired of reliving the last week and few days. So yeah. Who giving me a gift? This is the same person. Thank you. You know, Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me now? Yeah, sorry I messed up. I can't. Look how crazy I fucking look. I'm starting to look like a maniac. I can't do this. This is ghetto. I need to look like a Barbie. Okay, but the problem is I can't really play music that's not mine. So I'm gonna go to my music and we're gonna play my EP Storm. I don't want to be the artist. Like I don't want to be the artist that like only talks about unfair treatment. I would be an advocate for that, but that's not my music. That's not my brand. My brand is built off of strength and prospering from trauma and triumph. So I'm gonna play I Know. This song made me cry last night. This song is so good. I love my song I Know. And literally, I feel like I could play that song at weddings. Let's see if I can get back to my library. So I cross my heart in the hope to die. Ow. What the heck? Okay. Dancer, baby. I ain't dancing this week. I feel sick to my stomach. Okay, I don't know where my other lash went. I'm gonna find it. Right. You touch me, I get ignited. Nobody do like you do when you touch me. Nobody do like you do when you run me. Nobody run like you do when you run me. Nobody. Girl, where the fuck did you start? No. Fucking make that song. I want this chocolate boy to be the worst chocolate again. It's like every time I think, oh, this is the worst it's gonna get. No, bitch, it just continues getting fucking worse. You think I'm stupid? I'm sick of it. You think I'm batshit crazy? Okay, as much as I love that song, I know for a fact my life would be demonetized. This is so cold. Ever heard about go next it up the most? That's what I'm gonna do. Watching me, I ain't watching you. What you gonna do? I talk how I talk, I go how I go. I'm gonna max it up the most. That's what I'm gonna do. Watching me, I ain't watching you. What you gonna do? Hey from Dallas, hey. What's up? That was Georgia. I never heard of that. Not to say it doesn't exist, I just never heard of it. Like, so many people are blowing up my phone right now. That's why the audio keeps going in and out. And it's like, thank you. I really do appreciate you guys checking in. But it's like, if you're wondering in terms of living conditions, I'm fine right now. I'm 26 years young. I don't do drugs. I drink about 2 to 3 drinks once a week. I'll be fine. I'll figure it out. I'm done living my life in uncertainty and fear, because like I can't fear the unknown when that's like access to having a guaranteed undesirable event happening to keep fearing it. So therefore, I'm not gonna fear the unknown. I roll with the punches. Whatever life throws at me, keep fucking going. So I'm not in the mood to. Trust me, I do love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for checking in on me. You guys continuously ask me what happened. I'm sure we all, at least I would hope most of y'all have high school diplomas to comprehend the whole thing. I wrote it. I noticed some grammar errors because I wrote it when I was emotional. But I'm tired of being an emotional punching bag for people. And I'm tired of living in fear. Because I'm tired of here's what I'm being honest with y'all. I'm tired of living in fear, not expecting people to stand up for me or have my back. I'm done living in fear of that. Just because the people right now haven't displayed that to me doesn't mean there's people that won't. I just haven't met them. It's the same thing about like releasing your music or releasing anything to this world. How the fuck do you expect the right things to attract towards you if you're too scared to put yourself out there and to ask for help? I don't know everything. I know enough. I know enough to get me in and out of circumstances. Let me take that down. I know enough to get me in and out of circumstances, and I know enough to keep myself alive to continue doing what I'm supposed to do. It seems like God, universe, whatever out there keeps sending me people, from different races, places, and spaces that have been through similar stuff, but don't have the courage to speak up because everybody around them is seeking validation from somebody else. All it takes is one. You know what? Fuck it. This live. I want to listen to Fall Out Boy. I love my music. I mean, I do, but their music has just been helping me get through a lot of shit. We can take the road back from a heart attack. 1 minute at a time, we'll take it back. You know, time goes on when you're waiting for the song to start. So there's a long to the beat of your heart. Hey, oh God, doesn't it feel like more time is running out? Running for the same you like a race, and I'll raise you like a phoenix. I'm gonna ask a couple friends to try to cover the song. You take forward back from a heart attack. 1 minute at a time, we'll take it back. You know, time goes on when you're waiting for the song to start. So there's a long to the beat of your heart. Hey, oh God, doesn't it feel like more time is running out? I'm gonna change you like a rain, and I'll raise you like a phoenix. I know, I look crazy, but I have to get some of this negative energy off my body for the shit. You're gonna have to do my door, both of you. Woo! Jesus! I have better ways. I'm so lazy to go through this part right now. So I'm just gonna get this in there. Change you like a race, then I'll raise you like a phoenix. Wearing our fancy misery. No, I'm thinking of a little better me. I'm gonna change you like a race, then I'll raise you like a phoenix. Hey, oh Lord, don't make me feel like my time is running out. I'm gonna change you like a phoenix, then I'll raise like a phoenix. I wish I organized myself a tad bit better. I wish I organized myself a tad bit. God, this thing is tingling. Okay. Actually, you know, I'm gonna accept the L, or at least I'm gonna cut this part off of the live when I submit it, because I do love that song. It's 4 minutes long. One thing I need to learn is to sing with power and consistency to be a star. And I love the song. We're bad. I was meant to be a rock star. The R&B stuff is not right. Dude, they got a sexy flag. Be careful making wishes in my don't be sure it. I emphasize it don't need me time. I'm just dreaming of tearing you apart. I'm in the deep details with the devil. Never looking at the get me on my. I just gotta get you off the cage. I'm a young lover's man, gonna need respond to tonight. My soul's knows you've been in the dark. So I do it, 3 lawsuits in 3 months. me. What the fuck, man? I bitch just want to make fucking music and dance and shake her ass. That's it. If I'm being honest with you, that's all I want to do. What's other stupid stuff? Be honest with you. All this logistics stuff, this is why people have shoes and labels, but I'll be scared of labels because they fuck you over. My clothes know as you live. That is not Larry. This I wasn't born Larry. Yeah, I'm like, no. God, the mouth from his wig. I know I have others. I'm too lazy to put this shit on. It's funny I put this shit on and everybody stopped viewing it. Yo, I gotta get rid of all that talking and putting ugliness on my body. My friends are stupid. Okay, because I did whatchamacallit. I did, what's the word? I was so mad the other day and in shock and disbelief. I was in this group chat that was for the showcase I was supposed to do on Friday. And I got so mad. I'm like, dude, there was a statement that goes like, with the person I separated myself from. I was so mad. I posted all the pictures and stuff like that. I'm sick and tired of people trying to tell me, oh, let me beat the shit out of you. Let me fuck you up. But you're not supposed to say anything about that because I'm supposed to have control over you. Man. And the moment they took his ass to the cop guard, I said, I'm like, this is the type of people you want me performing around? This is the type of people you want me performing around? So once I saw it for what it was, like, I was so, like, in shock and disbelief. Shit. And I'm like, this the person, this and that. And I said, oh, I was so, when I'm mad, I say the most mean things. I'm not gonna lie to nobody. I was like, that's why your brain is as small as your dick. And then the person went and posted sexting that I was saying, trying to make it seem like, oh, you're not that's innocent. No shit, you was cracking me every other night. What are you talking about? And they posted text messages of me talking spicy and suggestive. I'm like, you know what? Since you're so big and bad, post your dick in the group chat. I'll give you $100 for every inch. Nothing. And so I'm like, please don't waste my time. And it's like, oh, you're crazy, you're this and that. And I did get kicked out of the group chat. I did apologize to the organizer. But It was so difficult to process this whole situation. I was having a conversation with this man about ticket sales, work ethic, and applying himself. And you got the audacity to think that you can put your hands on me. Interesting. So I'll be cool. Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, pink, pink. I need to cut these knots out, and it's pissing me off because I do not have the scissors. And I'm too scared to go upstairs because this woman is rich. And rich and pretty and white. That's all I could say. I'm still figuring out. She gives big pimping vibes. Like she gives big Virgo vibes. You know, honestly, with her, not too much on me, low key G. You got me fucked up. Anyways, don't play with me. Anyways, yeah, I'm still processing how and why I'm here and why she trusts me. And I'm still, I'm grateful. I'm just nervous because I'm like, you are helping me beyond measures. Okay. Not to say I'm ungrateful. You are helping me beyond measures, and I need that from the bottom of my heart. I do. But she been helping me from the moment I met her. She was telling me about this organization. She's like, "Oh, I'm a single mom right now." And I told her I do not feel safe in the situation I'm living in because we had a disagreement. He and his little boyfriends was kicking me out, and I was like making a mockery of it. I'm like, that's what gay dudes do. Sorry, that's what gay dudes do. Gay dudes go after women because the one that's openly gay, he went after me. So therefore, I'm just call it as I see it, and I'm not really in the mood to play like that. I've been exposed to a lot of things I don't care to be exposed to be around, and I don't need on my body. So we just take it one day at a time. I am taking it one day at a time. That's something I can say because it's like shit. God knows where I would have started when it came to resources. I don't know, something about my brain computes shit at a million miles a second. When it comes to adversity in my head, I don't actually feel the emotion. I feel the solution and the way out. I don't know if that's called a survival instinct, but the same situation that was occurring with my car, it was going to get taken away from me because I wasn't making money like that in Oklahoma City. The only money that I was really banking off of was my side hustle and my YouTube money. And it just came too overbearing to do that, being in such a negative environment, making only $14 an hour as a receptionist. I'm like, it's too overbearing. I didn't come here to shrink myself and be around people who give up on themselves for $14 an hour. That's not fucking life. I couldn't see it. Because if I wanted to give up on myself, I can go back to McDonald's anytime. No, I'm not that. Where's my white flat iron? It's actually bigger, so I can do more sections at a time because this is way. Anyways. I will change you. Oh, that's so. Who? It's not Pete Wentz, the guy that can sing the Frontline of Fall Out Boy. His voice is so sexy. I'm gonna change you like a remix, and I'll raise you like a hand. All of them fine in that group, actually. All of them. All of them. They are all fine. I like that. I like that a lot. I love fine fines. Yeah, they all fine. Oh my god, this mask is squeezing my face. I'm gonna play the song Sober by Pink. I like this song. I don't wanna be the girl who laughs the loudest, or the girl who never wants to be alone. I don't wanna be that call at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm the only one you know in the world that won't be home. Sun is blinding. Stay up again. I'm finding that's not the way I wanna see it. I'm safe, I'm high, nothing can touch me. When I feel this body's over, no pain inside, no more protection. When I feel this body's over. I love this song. I don't wanna be the girl who has to feel the silence. I gotta snip that shit. Look at that. The quiet scares me because it screams the truth. Anyway. Please don't tell me that we had that conversation. I won't remember, save your breath, 'cause once we the night is coming. And it whispers to me softly. And if I myself going, you will complain. I'm safe, I'm high, nothing can touch me. But what I feel this body's over. No pain inside, you're like perfection. But how do I feel this? I want braids, Lucky. I'm tired of braids. I'm looking for myself somewhere. It's good, it's so good till it goes bad. I think the light in the shower does turn on, which is pretty cool at night. Jesus Christ. So I despise doing my own hair. Like that. It's not so disgusting. I never hate a song. Now I have a song. Damn, she's always giving. I love her look. I love this woman's look. Oh, that's so. Is this dry? No, it's not. There's still a residue on my hand. Okay. I think I'm gonna take a break in a moment. Focus on my hair. Thank you guys who sent the gifts. I think it's gonna cash out. Oh shoot, I get paid next week from YouTube. It's fun. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.